Hello guys, KP Shambino here with a new video for Path of Exile 3.25, and in this video I'm going to talk about shipping. So I did the testing on the crops. The crops, they are giving currency, and sometimes if the RNG is good it will give an extra item. But normally they only give currency. So what did I do? I did a lot of testing, 10 days. So I went first with the crops. I went to the harbor, always the same harbor, of course, otherwise the testing is not accurate. Then I went higher value, lower value. Then I look what was changing. Do I get more currency? Do I get less currency? What is happening with the harbor? Because I had wheat at the moment, at the start, and then at some point the wheat was gone and I got something else. And I was thinking, what is happening here? But I think that you can upgrade harbors. Then I needed to test again, what is an upgraded harbor doing with the first ship that I did. So the 10th ship is the same like the first. What I see, it gives a little bit more orbs. That's what I can say. But let's get started with the start. By the way, at the end of the video, you guys will see the testing and I will talk about the testing. But I will give you guys now the info for the people that don't want to wait. So let's get first started. So you can put ships to certain harbors. They are going to trade there and they are coming back with something. You can influence that a lot. This is a video for the currency. A little bit later, I will have a look what bars are going to do, metal bars and all that stuff. But if you start your settler here or your town, here you can recruit your guys. They look like this. They got a boat icon and they are a little bit different than the other workers here. The other workers, they are going to speed up a process. Those guys, they are going to protect your cargo. There is a risk meter. The higher the rank, the slower you get in the risk with a certain value. So that's a different. But that's something that will be clearer a little bit later. And then you come here. And then you can upgrade or start your shipment. So you just do this, a shipment. Here are the guys that are protecting the cargo. Here you can put everything in, you get the value, and then you need to send it to a harbor. I did all the testing with the harbor, and here you can upgrade it. So the next upgrade, I can get one ship more. You can get the crew up, you just need to read it here. You unlock new harbors, that's how you upgrade it. But now I'm going to talk first about the harbor, because that was for me something strange. So I started to go to this harbor, and I saw that it needed 40 or 20 wheats, with the percentage behind it. I didn't understand what that was. I thought by myself, okay, if you go over the 14, you get something extra. So I did the testing on 14. I had a unique item. I thought, okay, that's what triggering it. Then I went with 13. But it didn't change a thing. And then suddenly it jumped to this petrified armor. So I think that you can upgrade harbors. So the 60% is, if I bring now 560 petrified embers, I think that you did 60% from the next update or upgrade. That's what I think. What is that going to do? So my number 10... what you will see in the testing is the same like number 1. I see a little bit more currency coming back if you upgrade the harbor. So probably it was rank 1. I went to rank 2. And the rank 2 harbor is giving a little bit more, but marginal. But I'm not sure how far you can go. I checked some streamers and I see that they are on 10,000 that they need to get. So I think that you can keep upgrading this. I'm not sure there is an end. Because you can always scale higher in this system. You get more gold, you get more material, you rank up your guys, your workers. So I think it keeps going, but I see that it gives more. In our case, currency. So then the next step. So I saw right away that the currency in this game, the currency in this game is brought if you ship crops. You got 5 crops: wheat, corn, pumpkin, Orgard, and then this. So I only got those 3. You get them from the farm, and if you put higher rank guys in the farm, they will get quicker those crops. They got all a different value. So the next step that I needed to do is what is the influencing the value, and is the value influencing the return? And that's yes. So the higher value, the more currency you will bring back. That's how it is. Another thing that I saw was, how will you do the value? So it's simple. So you see here all the crops, and not every crop got the same value. For example, if you take this one, so wheat got only 12 value. And if you go here to the pumpkin, it got 18. And my guess is that the other two will get the value higher, but I think it takes a little bit longer to harvest them. So that's already okay. So the value is influencing the amount of currency you bring back. So that was very important that I know that. That's the testing that you will see too. But then suddenly I saw something like this. So I saw this going up and I thought by myself, what is this? So that's the risk. And therefore I said that your workers are not going to work faster. They are going to bring the risk down. So you can see this really good. So for example, when is the risk popping up? Here at, let's say, 300. 300, 488, 314. If I do now this, so I'm going to get now 2 guys away. So let's remove this one. And we are going now back. And I do the same shipment. You can see that it's a lot higher. So they are protecting the cargo. So always be sure that your risk is as low as possible. I would never go too high with the risk, because it's not worth it. So I got now 70% chance this shipment will encounter unforeseen outcome during the voyage. What does that mean? A quarter loss on your material that you bring back, 50% loss. I think that guys can even die if I'm not mistaken. So it's not really worth it. It's like a system that always gets better and better if you play the game. So if your ranks goes up on your workers, you can get higher risk, but not really, because the workers are protecting it. That's very important. So you can see that really good here. So I'm going to put the guys back. So let's do this, assign. Okay, then the next step. So value is getting us more currency, but then I unlock this enchanting. And that was for me like something very big. So this enchanting is going to unlock, I think, if your town is rank 4 or 5. And it's going to make something special. So you can throw all your junk in it. Rares, magics, I'm not sure about uniques. But it's going to make for you this. Thaumaturgic dust. And this is a multiplier on your value and very important. Because you need to understand, I would never do high values until you unlock enchanting, because you're going to waste so many of your material if you don't have that. I will explain myself. So I'm going to show you guys now a shipment. Let's say all my wheat and all this. So this is around 15,000, and you can see it's going to cost me 500 wheat and it's going to cost me 600 corn. So 15,000. If we're going to do this now with the multiplier of the dust, so you can see it here. So how much do we need to spend for 15,000? 726. But we only spent 500 wheat, so we don't need to spend the corn anymore, and the value is the same. Dusk is a lot easier to get, by the way. It's just junk, and you can just throw everything in the disenchanting. So the value of this is a lot less than this. So therefore I always, if you take high value, always use dust. Don't start this game and think after a couple of days, yeah, let's do 21. You just throw away 1,000 of your crops. Don't do that. So what did I saw too is that the dust is going really quick double. But then the triple is taking longer. So there is a diminishing return on it. I would not go too crazy on the dust. It depends, of course, how much you got. But you will see it here. So, for example, the pumpkin. If I take one, it's 18. So if you want to go double, you're really quick on the double. So I only need to use 55 dust. And I already got 36. But then the next double, so the triple, that's at 54. You can see I don't even make it. And I just spent 1,100 more dust. So I would always suggest, if you don't have millions of that dust, always go with the 55. I think that's the number. Yeah, 55 is the number. Here you can see it because that's double. So that's what you need to do. So that's all what I can say, guys. So be sure that your risk meter is like this. So I would always go like this. So the moment that you see the risk going up, you go back and this is a safe. Always go this. So at the moment, my safe value, where I am at the moment, is 10,000. If I'm going to upgrade those dudes, it's probably 20, 30,000. If I got all level 10s here, it's probably 100,000. But never take the risk. It's not worth it. The gaining on getting more value is very small, what I saw. Between 4,000 value and 30,000 value is only a couple of orbs. Therefore, I think a lot of people are asking that they buff this system a little bit. I think the same. I'm not sure what the end game is on this system. Maybe if you go always with 200,000 value, at the end game, maybe then you get a very good return, but at the start I don't see a lot of difference. But a very nice system if you understand it. So that was it for the system, guys. Now I'm going to test the bars, because I think that the bars are going to bring specific items too. So a little bit of recap. Always, if you see something like this, this is upgrading to the next rank your harbor. Value is the most important for risk. Your guys are protecting your ship. So the higher the rank, the more value you can have until the risk meter is getting full. Use the the dust, I'm going to call it dust, because that's a multiplier, but that it goes really fast and then it goes down. So stay with 55 and then it will work the best. Thanks for watching. I'm not going to stop. I wanted to say thanks for watching, but now I'm going to show you guys the testing. Okay, guys, the testing, I think 7 days. So this is the first ship that I sent. So you guys can see, I just wanted to have a look. Value, what is going to bring in the crops. You guys can see I got the risk. The risk is over here. So it's a decent risk. So I just put something in. And I just wanted to see what it's going to do. It was just testing, the first testing, because I didn't know anything. So here we go. You can see here the weight. So now it's at 30%. I need to bring 23 and then this is going to go up. So here you can see it. That's something that I didn't know at the start. So let's play it and let's have a look. So you can see I'm going to send it to this port. Here we go. And now the ship is back. Yeah, I was recording a little. Here the ship is back. So now you can see what the risk did. So I think we were out negotiated at the port. I'm not sure this is in the risk, by the way. But yeah, you see I lost a quarter, received a quarter less than expected. So you can see right away what are we going to get. A lot of currency, and I had this one. So on this moment I didn't understand why I'm getting an item here. Because I thought by myself, okay, this is because I delivered more than the weight that they wanted. But that's not true. I think it's just RNG that you get this. This is, by the way, a very big upgrade for me. I'm not sure that they're always going to give a weapon that is the same like your main weapon, but this leveled my experience, or my speed on my experience. Leveling was so much better with this. So this was a perfect weapon for leveling for me. That's a side. So let's have a look now to the next one. So I'm going to start now the second shipment. Yeah, I was probably thinking what a good item. So now you can see we are going to do just the same, but the value is a little bit lower. So I wanted to see, and what did I do? So they are asking now 14 wheat, and I went with 13. Because I thought if you go above what they are asking, that you get the item. So I went with 13. Just to test. Is that because I didn't know it was an upgrade. So here is the shipping. So it is already back. So 100%. And there is no item. So now I thought by myself, okay, if you go not over it, you will not get the item. So you see it's a little bit the same what I get back. So it's all currency. The value was 1,000 less, I think. Then the next one. So let's have a look what I'm going to do now. Okay, no, here is the testing, I think. So what did I do here? So I went above... Let me have a look. Yeah, so they are asking 14, and I thought by myself, let's give 14. Am I going to get now the weapon back?
Oh, the smell of the sea salt on the wind.
Or the item, of course. So let's have a look what is coming back. No item. So I can just say that's RNG. The weapon, I think, or the item is just RNG. You get it sometimes if you're very lucky. Because otherwise, yeah, but you can see right away that value is influencing the orbs a lot. This was 14, but still I got 2 very, very high value orbs. But it was only, the value was 14 or 20 or something. Compared to 4,000, that's, yeah, you can see that really good. Then the next step, I think that I went now very high on the value. Just to have a look, is there a very big difference between 4,000 and here 20,000? So I just send it crops now, just to get the value in. So this is now 4 times bigger than my biggest by now. And you can see, here is the item again. So RNG. I got a little bit more, but not that much more compared to ship number 1. Ship number 1 was 4,000, this was 20,000. You can see right away, value is influencing the amount. I got 2, Chaos 1, 3. You see that right away. Everything is like doubled, but you come from 4 to 20. So that's how I saw it. Then the next step, I think I go a little bit higher again. And I think that here I realized that this is really good, by the way. And here I think I realized, so now I went from 20 to 32,000. Just to have a look. You guys can see how much shit that I wasted, because I didn't have the dusk unlocked in this testing. So, and here you can see now that I'm getting the other dudes here too, protecting. But here I take a lot of risk. So you can see now this changed, and I realized that there is an upgrade system for harbors here. So let's have a look, 32,000. What are we going to get back? And here you can see, this was a risk. So, the half what I expected. So that's a lot that I lost here. So you can see, there is not a lot of difference with the 20,000. I lost half of them. I had a little bit more, but 20 to 32,000 is a lot of items that I need to use. But yeah, it's a half of them. So once again, I saw more value, more items. Then the next step, and I think that's already the last one. So I realized that I upgraded the harbor. So what did I do? I just took the same setup than ship number 1. So if you go back to ship number 1, you will see just the same numbers. Perfect the same numbers. And I wanted to have a look, what is the harbor going to do? And let's have a look what it's going to do. It's not that much, but it's giving, what I saw at first sight, a little bit more currency back. So you see 100%, because there was no risk. You can see I got a little bit more orbs back, because I upgraded the harbor. So this is, the Chaos Orb is not here, but overall I had more orbs. You can count them. What I saw too, in ship number 1 I had 9 kind of orbs. Here I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think that you just get more orbs, different orbs. So it scales higher, so you get more orbs. It's like the tier system or something, but I don't know. But I think that you get more. And then it's done. This is the end. So that was it, guys. Thanks for watching. Have fun. I see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.